Hey, what's up, beautiful people? It's actually the second time of me shooting this because I didn't have the stabilization on and it looked horrible. And say hey, Snoot. And anyway, forgive the glasses. I didn't want to put contacts in. Decided to give the peepers a old rest, get a little air blowing in there. Can't have them things covered up all the time, but I love fall. I love the colors. I love the sun. I love the way the sun glows differently. The temperature, the orange is my favorite color. I mean, I love fall. And every year in fall, we have been going to Mount Cheaha, which I don't know if y'all are familiar, which is the highest point in Alabama. It's basically, I don't know what the elevation is. I don't think it's more than 1,000 feet. I think it's about 800 feet. So we go and we camp and we try to get, you know, something that we can put into print and hang on our wall in our living room. And this year's no exception. Last year we went a little bit late because I don't know, I was judging the leaves here in central Alabama, and I guess in north Alabama they had a little head start on us. But so we're going back a little bit early this year. You know, every year we stay in a tent, and normally it's a dome tent, and being 6 foot tall, the whole dome tent just really doesn't do too good for a big guy like myself. So, you know, I want to be able to stand up. I want to be able to change my shirt without having to get on my knees, you know, just first world problems, I know. And so I set the tent up, and that way I could spray it with some weather sealing. I mean, it's already, you know, weatherproof, but I just like to be more prepared and go ahead and put another a good solid coat on it. And if any of y'all are ever looking to weatherproof any kind of fabric, whether it be a car cover, motorcycle cover, jackets, shoes, I would recommend this stuff. It's really good. Just silicone water guard. It works a lot better than Scotch Guard. And 2 cans did my entire tent. And then anytime the fabric is sewn together, you want to put a seam sealer on there, because you know where the stitching goes through, it makes holes. Well, this fills in the holes, so everything stay nice and dry. We won't wake up moisture, all that stuff. But anyway, I want to show you this tent real quick, and then we'll get to the real reason I'm making this video. So like I said, I want to be able to stand up. Let me see if I can get this whole thing in there. Yeah. Oh, look at that. You see that? It's got a door. No zippers here. Look at that. This is a episode of Photography Cribs. Come in here. Yeah, look at that. Got some headroom in there. Tons of windows, nice ventilation. I'm pretty stoked, pretty excited. We'll be able to have the air mattress here and still have room on each side of it. It'll almost be like home, except for colder. And you smell like a campfire. And then there's even this screened in area for see if I can do this one-handed. And there's even this screened in area that, you know, you can keep your cooler out of the weather, and, you know, shoes and things like that. Of course, there's no floor to this, it's just the ground, but it's fine. Everything's covered up, it's nice. I may have overdone it. Anyway, the reason I made this video is y'all know how I feel about photography. I love it. Everywhere I go, I'm composing a shot. Last night I went to a buddy's wedding reception, and all I did was just think about shots, you know, look around. He lived in a beautiful piece of property, and I'm like, man, there's a little pond with a pier and a boat and the sun. It was I can't get photography out of my head. I love it. It consumes me, and that's not a bad thing. It's only bad for my credit card. It's not bad for me, right? So anyway, So I've come across a very valuable piece of information for any fall landscape photographers. And basically what it is a foliage map, and it shows you your area, basically the whole US, and it shows your area, and you can slide here. I'll insert a clip of it here. You can slide to the date and it'll show you a rough estimate of what the leaves will look like in your area at that specific time. But it relies on contributions, and there's 3 questions, and basically it's I think one of them is, how did you hear about us? And the other one is your zip code, and the other one is, at what stage is the leaves changing in your area? No personal information, nothing like that. So the reason I'm making this video is I'm asking you all who also love photography to just take a minute and check it out. You know, put your peepers on it and see how cool it is, and actually it might be useful for you, but also to just, you know, take a second and contribute to it, because it only makes it better if people are actually going to it and, you know, updating the map basically. So if you would just, I mean, it takes 30 seconds, but you might actually find it useful. I'm sure it already helps thousands of photographers as it is, but I'm just glad I found it. I hate I found it so late, but I'm glad that I found it, and I'm planning my entire trip based off the information that it's given me, so I hope it's accurate. And the only way to keep it accurate is if people like you and I actually take a second to contribute to it. So there's a link in the description to it. I guess that's going to do it. You know, hopefully y'all get out there and get some bangers of these beautiful fall colors. If not, at least just go, you know, grab your camera, grab your favorite lens, and go hit a trail, and go just get outside. It's too pretty to stay cooped up. It's time to get out there and take some bangers again. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. You know you deserve it, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.